Hi, I'm Brett, and I'm here at the lake, and I'm going to make some snacks. So, found a few things at the store, and some stuff out of the refrigerator, and we're going to put something together. And I'm going to use some Uncle Dan's seasoning. So, have a loaf of bread, Fontana bread, some tomatoes, some tuna, some cottage cheese, some lettuce. We're gonna make a little bruschetta. We're gonna make a little tuna bruschetta with a little twist on it. We're gonna mix it in with a little bit of cottage cheese. We're gonna season it up with some Uncle Dan's seasoning. And we're gonna put it together on a little broiled bruschetta bread. So, what would I do if I was a chef? Hey, I am a chef. But, you know, chefs aren't all about recipes. Chefs are about creativity, about thinking, about just letting the food speak to you. So this is Fontana bread. I am Brett Fontana, and we're going to use this bread to make the bruschettas. So I'm going to slice it, and we're going to grill it with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to top it with the items that we have from the store and in the refrigerator. The bread is made with a sourdough starter, and then it has extra virgin olive oil, fresh garlic, herbs, all chopped and baked right into the loaf of bread. I'm going to take the Fontana bread and give it a little bit of grilling on one side. I have some extra virgin olive oil, some butter. Place the bread in there, and this will be the basis of our bruschettas. This would be a great lunch item. Friends coming over, have a little tuna bruschetta. Everybody wants to know the recipe. There is no recipe. It's understanding the food. Caramelization, toasting, roasting. That's where all the flavor is. Okay, we're toasting the bread in the pan with more olive oil. That caramelization and the butter toasted into the bread, that'll make a nice surface to put our bruschetta topping on. We're gonna mix up the tuna. Tuna. What's the recipe? How much tuna? Are you hungry? More tuna. All right, some cottage cheese into the tuna. That'll make it cheesy. Kids love cheese. Uncle Dan's Mediterranean garlic. We have the tuna topping. We have the grilling bread. We're gonna make a little fresh tomato salad to go with the fresh Bib lettuce. I'm gonna cut the tomatoes up. Actually, I like them a little bit randomly, obliquely cut. That way they don't stick all together. If you make slices, they all stick together. All right, we have our fresh tomatoes. All right, now we're gonna make the tomatoes taste good. We need a little bit of seasoning. We need a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of seasoning. Uncle Dan's Italian. Olive oil. Now we need to make it look pretty. Just have what I have around the house. I have a little bit of fresh parsley, I have the Uncle Dan's seasoning, have the olive oil. We have our beautiful tomato bruschetta. Okay, there we go, that looks good. We have our components. We have the bread, the topping, the fresh salad that will go onto it after it's under the broiler. But I think I need something else to give that tuna and cheese a little bit of crunch, a little bit of flavor. Let me see what we have in the refrigerator. I have some bacon left over from breakfast yesterday. I think we'll cut that up, we'll saute it, we'll caramelize it a little bit, and then we'll put it on top of the crostinis. And then we'll put it underneath the broiler, top it with a fresh salad, and have ourselves a little Mediterranean lunch. We're gonna give this bacon a little heat. We're gonna caramelize again, that secret special word. Every good recipe never mentions it, but it's the secret. Caramelize. So now we're going to top the crostinis with our tuna and cheese mixture. Seasoned with the Mediterranean garlic seasoning. So what do we have so far? A loaf of bread from the store, cottage cheese from the refrigerator, a can of tuna from the cupboard, and Uncle Dan's Mediterranean garlic seasoning. All right, we're gonna let's go check our bacon. Let's see if it's caramelizing. There we go, look at that. So now we're going to topping it with the bacon that we had in the refrigerator onto the tuna. I'm going to put it under the broiler in the oven. When I cut open these like delicate heads of bib lettuce, I like to just cut the root and then pull it apart so you have those beautiful leaves, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna plate up our little lunch special. Our tuna bruschettas with bacon, Fontana bread. We seasoned that with the Mediterranean garlic into the cottage cheese and tuna. Then we made a fresh salad of tomatoes, and on that we put the Uncle Dan's Italian, and we'll just top those bruschettas with a little tomato salad. There you have it. The grilled Fontana bread with the tuna cottage cheese mixture on top of the toasted bruschetta with bacon, then a fresh tomato salad, a little bit of butter lettuce on the side. Beautiful. There you go, Uncle Dan.
Am I supposed to take a bite
Uncle
of that
Dan,
right
have
now?
a bite.
I think I will.
All right, what Uncle Dan's seasoning is used in this bruschetta?
Mediterranean garlic.
Ah,
It's fantastic.
connoisseur.
I'm sure glad that I determined that earlier.
Yeah. Tomato on there.
By Chris Stevens with Uncle Dan's. This is a really jacked up version of a tremendous BLT sandwich. All right, it doesn't look traditional, but with this Fontana focaccia bread, the cottage cheese, you would think this, this was kind of from leftover stuff. This was pre-cooked bacon. It was done yesterday. The tuna came out of a can. We added some Uncle Dan's Mediterranean garlic, and honestly, this would be the best BLT. I'm not a tomato fan personally, but this is off the chart good. You need to check this recipe. Make this, you're gonna love it.
He has a deal
Thanks.
going with FSA, Food Services of America. They distribute.
It was exceptionally good. Awesome. Great for any party,
You bet.
any afternoon get together. Yeah.
This is really good. You need to get some of this. Like it says, don't pick at the refrigerator piece by piece. Now save it up for that.
Well, I thought it was terrific. Yeah, I like that anyway. But I didn't. The tuna was just perfect with it. Excellent.
Delicious. And I love that the tomatoes tasted like they came straight out of the garden, and the bread and the seasoning and the garlic. It's a meal in itself.